in this movie. My husband actually wrote it. Nobody knows that, but you now. But he wrote it. He works on everything I do. I work on everything he does. So his wins, his celebrations are mine. Mine are his. I mean, he's all over this film.
And Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman is not all over this film, but he's all over this premiere, and I'm grateful for it.
Blake Lively just snapped, and it's all because of Justin Baldoni's latest win. After months of attacking him, Blake thought she had it all figured out. But now, she's the one facing public humiliation, and it's worse than anyone expected. Just hours after the court ruled in Baldoni's favor, Blake was spotted screaming outside a New York café. Witnesses say she looked completely out of control, throwing her phone, yelling at her team. It wasn't just a bad day. It was a full meltdown caught on video, and the damage didn't stop there. The video quickly went viral, painting Blake in a light she never wanted the world to see. Brands that once lined up to work with her started backing away fast. Within days, 2 major companies cut ties, pulling deals worth millions. The fallout was brutal. One beauty brand deleted all posts featuring Blake. A clothing company canceled her new campaign before it even launched. Suddenly, Blake Lively wasn't Hollywood's sweetheart anymore. She was toxic, and everyone knew it. While Blake's world fell apart, Justin Baldoni stood tall. His legal team dropped real proof that shook the entire case. Private emails, text messages, footage that clearly showed Blake twisting the truth. For months, everything she built her story on, torn apart, in front of the world. And it got worse. Sources close to the court confirmed that Blake's team tried to block the release of the evidence, but failed. Even Hollywood insiders, who once defended her, started going silent. The damage to her image was too deep. Endorsement deals vanished. Studio offers dried up. Friends who once praised her stopped mentioning her name. Even Ryan Reynolds stayed oddly quiet. No public statements, no support. Just silence, as if he knew the storm was too big to save her. Meanwhile, Justin kept winning. With every court appearance, with every new piece of evidence, Baldoni's reputation grew stronger. He didn't just survive Blake Lively's attacks. He came out of it as the clear hero. Blake thought the media would stand by her. She believed her charm and old connections would be enough. But Hollywood has a short memory when the truth comes out. And Blake's truth? It was ugly. Multiple entertainment outlets stopped covering her positively. Magazines canceled interviews. Event organizers quietly removed her name from future guest lists. Blake's fall wasn't just inside courtrooms. It was everywhere. There were whispers inside agencies too. Agents who once fought to represent Blake started suggesting new faces instead. Producers began asking, is casting her worth the risk? And more, the answer was no. Behind the scenes, it got even worse. Blake's team struggled to control the story. Private meetings with brand executives, secret apologies, nothing worked. The damage was permanent. Meanwhile, Justin remained calm. No dramatic interviews, no angry posts. He let the truth do the talking. New evidence continued to surface. A leaked video showed Blake plotting her strategy, mocking Justin's reputation and laughing about it. When that clip hit the internet, even her last defenders had nothing left to say. The betrayal was too obvious. The cruelty was too much, and the world turned its back. Baldoni's career, however, surged forward. He landed a major new movie deal. Studios praised his professionalism and strength. Fans rallied around him, calling him an example of true class under pressure. While Blake's name dropped from headlines, Justin soared. It didn't stop there. Charities and organizations started reaching out to Baldoni, wanting him to represent causes about truth, integrity, and resilience. Invitations poured in for speaking events and special projects. While Blake watched her opportunities disappear, Justin created new ones. People started seeing the real difference. Justin chose silence, strength, and facts. Blake chose lies, drama, and chaos. And in the end, the truth won. The courtroom victories kept stacking up. The public support kept growing, and Blake's circle kept shrinking smaller and smaller. Even once loyal media figures stopped defending her. They simply said, "We didn't know everything." The final blow came when Blake's most loyal brand partner, a major luxury fashion house, officially ended their contract. Oh, no public thank you, no farewell post, just a quiet removal of her name and her image from all campaigns. Blake Lively became a ghost in the very industry she once ruled. And Ryan Reynolds, still no words, still no support, just empty silence. Some even whispered Ryan was stepping back to protect his own brand. Blake had no one left. Meanwhile, Justin moved forward without ever needing to destroy her. Blake did that all by herself. The industry watched, the fans watched, everyone saw it happen, step by painful step. It didn't stop there. Charities and organizations started reaching out to Baldoni, wanting him to represent causes about truth, integrity, and resilience. Invitations poured in for speaking events and special projects. While Blake watched her opportunities disappear, Justin created new ones. People started seeing the real difference. Justin chose silence, strength, and facts. Blake chose lies, drama, and chaos. And in the end, the truth won. The courtroom victories kept stacking up. The public support kept growing, and Blake's circle kept shrinking smaller and smaller. Even once loyal media figures stopped defending her. They simply said, "We didn't know everything." The final blow came when Blake's most loyal brand partner, a major luxury fashion house, officially ended their contract. Oh, no public thank you, no farewell post, just a quiet removal of her name and her image from all campaigns. Blake Lively became a ghost in the very industry she once ruled. And Ryan Reynolds, still no words, still no support, just empty silence. Some even whispered Ryan was stepping back to protect his own brand. Blake had no one left. Meanwhile, Justin moved forward without ever needing to destroy her. Blake did that all by herself. The industry watched, the fans watched, everyone saw it happen, step by painful step. Not because of spin, not because of rumors, but because of facts. Cold, clear, undeniable. Blake thought she could twist the story. She thought she could crush Justin Baldoni with lies. She thought she was untouchable, but the truth always wins. And Blake? She thought she was writing Justin Baldoni's ending. But all she really did was write her own. But Blake didn't just lose contracts. She lost trust. Behind closed doors, executives started warning each other. "Don't touch her. It's not worth it." Directors whispered on sets. Producers backed out quietly. Even stylists and PR agents started to distance themselves. It wasn't anger anymore. It was embarrassment. Nobody wanted to be caught defending a sinking ship. And as Blake fought to stay relevant, Justin kept building a new chapter. He didn't gloat. He didn't post revenge messages. He stayed focused, grateful, humble, and strong. Audiences noticed. The difference between them was too clear to ignore. While Blake scrambled for attention, Justin inspired new fans every day. His name became tied to words like resilience, truth, and strength. Meanwhile, Blake's desperate attempts to spin the story only made things worse. Fake apologies, awkward interviews, forced smiles. It all felt wrong. It all felt too late. Even her closest friends, people she once trusted, started fading away. Not with a fight, but with silence. The same silence she used to weaponize. Now turned against her. In the end, Blake wasn't taken down by Justin. She wasn't taken down by some giant conspiracy. She was taken down by her own choices. Choice after choice. Lie after lie. Until there was nothing left to defend. Blake Lively's fall wasn't sudden, wasn't shocking. It was slow, painful, and completely self-inflicted. And Justin Baldoni, he stood there, stronger than ever, proof that no matter how messy the lies get, the truth always rises to the top. In the story Blake tried to write, Justin was supposed to be the villain, but in the real story, he's the hero. And Blake, well, she's just another cautionary tale.